So I've recently, 4 or 5 months ago, purchased a very, very old home, close to 100 years old. And it has its issues. The walls are plaster and cracked, and cupboards are old, and the floor had an old grungy carpet on it, which I've done. So project number one was to get rid of the carpet. Not too many people had carpeting in their kitchens, but this one did. And put down a nice sturdy vinyl laminate which can handle the dogs and the wet and still feel like it's clean. The second project was my IKEA cupboards. That was an experience and a half, and I probably should have filmed myself trying to put these together. I still have one more unit to put together, but managed to be one bolt short. So that unit will go over here, and it will be the primarily for the garbage, but right now all I've got are the 2 drawers. The cabinet unit is over there. So the reason for this short video is to, one, record my video of the day, and the other is to kind of catalog what I'm going to do. Over here I'm going to put a plug. There is no plug over here. I currently use an extension cord so I can have a kettle over here, but the intent is to put a plug there. It's going to be not recessed. I'm going to have it and put channel around it so it looks okay. But my goal is just to be efficient. Trying not to spend a whole lot of money because I know that eventually all this will disappear. So first thing I have an electrician company coming in today. And yesterday he roughed in. This is going to be an extra power source for my washer dryer. It will, the wiring will come from the basement, which is a very unfinished, muddy basement, one that I don't like going into, mostly because of the spiders. But and the other is the power source is only 100 amps, so this is just a side panel that will go through the wall, as you can see, and my washer dryers on the other side. Now, the primary reason is the ideal situation would be to put a 200 amp in, but putting a 200 amp source in means a lot of new regulations, which means a very hefty bill. And at this point, as I mentioned, my idea is to eventually tear this place down and put a nice little bungalow or backsplit that will be clean and modern and all of that other stuff. But currently, right now, this is what I have. The washer dryer I got a few months ago, but hadn't made up my mind exactly what I was going to do, so I hadn't called anybody yet. But I will now. As I say, the electrician's coming in today. The plumber comes in tomorrow. First, I get the power source, which, as I mentioned, will come through the wall. That door will probably become non-existent, and I will vent outside. The backyard is out there, very woody, and it also needs a good cleanup, but at this moment I'll just start with this. This is project number 2. Project number 1 was my flooring. Get rid of carpeting, add laminate flooring. This over here is actually the access to the basement. So the young guys don't seem to have a problem going down it. I do, and so I probably will not be using that hatch very often. But anyways, I will film the final touch, and this is again project number, I guess it's project number 3, because 1 was the floor, 2 was the cabinets that I showed you from IKEA, and 3 is my washer dryer. Because believe it or not, in this area, there is only one coin operating laundry. One. In all of this area. And not that it's far away, but it's a pain to go to. So I'll be happy to be able to wash clothes when I need to and dry them. Although there is a clothesline out there, I've never used one, and that'll be another experience in itself. People do it. I never have, so maybe I'll film that and let you know how that goes. Anyways, that's all for now. Have a good day.